Okay, use the equation for number 10 in the corresponding graph for the quadratic function. So f of x equals negative 2x minus 5 squared plus 1. To find what's requested, we want the domain and we want the range. Domain represents the x values, all the x values that this function can take. The range represents all the y values that the function can take. This function has no radicals in it. My x values are not in the denominator. So the domain of this function should be all real numbers. The domain of any parabola, is all real numbers. Negative infinity to positive infinity. Because it continues forever off the graph. Down forever, down forever. So even though you can't really see it, you can kind of feel it. Oops, I did something. You can kind of feel it, right? Because look, at x equals 5, this thing is defined. At x equals 4, it's defined. 3, 2, defined down there. 1 is defined down there. 0, all the way down there. It's defined at negative 6, but it's defined all the way down. It's a really negative number. At 8, it's defined. At 9, it's defined. At 20, it's defined all the way down there. So, I mean, no matter what x value you choose, no matter what x value you analyze, the function is defined somewhere down there. So that's our domain, from negative infinity to positive infinity. There's no x values where this function is not defined. Now for the range, we're talking about y values, these here. It's clearly defined going down forever. So from negative infinity, it's defined all the way up. Negative 10 has two values, negative 9, negative 8, negative 7, negative 6, negative 5, 4, 3, 2. It's defined at negative 1. It's defined at 0. It's defined at 1. That's the maximum point. That's the maximum value, sorry. Y equals 1, that's the maximum value this parabola reaches. Y equals 1. And that value is included. It's not defined for any y value above 1. Is your domain and range.